Picture this. You're kicking back on your front porch on a sunny Saturday afternoon in this cookie-cutter suburb in Texas, cold beer in hand, staring at Old Glory waving proudly from the flagpole you just put up in your yard last week. It's the symbol of everything you love about this country. Freedom, barbecue, football Sundays, the whole 9 yards. Then, out of nowhere, this nosy neighbor lady marches up your driveway like she owns the place. Clipboard clutched tighter than a linebacker holding the ball in overtime. She's got that classic Karen haircut, sunglasses perched on her head even though it's overcast, and a face that's already twisted up like she just bit into a lemon. "Excuse me," she screeches. "You need to take that flag down right now. It violates HOA rules. This neighborhood has standards, you know? My name's Mike Thompson, just a regular dude who moved into Eagle Ridge Estates a couple years back. Bought the house with my wife Sarah after grinding our asses off for a decade. We wanted a nice spot to raise our 2 kids, grill some steaks, maybe host some tailgates. But damn, I didn't sign up for this HOA bullshit. The president of the board? This woman named Linda Hargrove, total Karen extraordinaire. Everyone calls her HOA Karen behind her back because she's always patrolling the streets in her golf cart, finding people for grass being a 1/4 inch too long or holiday lights staying up past New Year's. She's got nothing better to do since her hubby travels for work and her kids are grown and gone. Anyway, back to that day. I set my beer down and lean forward in my chair. "Ma'am, with all due respect, it's the American flag. On my property. What's the problem exactly?" She puffs up like a peacock. "The problem is our covenants clearly state no freestanding flagpoles without board approval, and flags are limited to bracket mounts on the house only. Yours is 20 feet tall, sticking out like a sore thumb. It ruins the aesthetic uniformity of the community. I've already reported you, and you'll be getting a violation notice with a $100 daily fine until it's removed." I chuckle, thinking she's gotta be joking. "Lady, there's a federal law about this. Freedom to Display the American Flag Act or something. HOAs can't ban the stars and stripes." Her eyes narrow. "Don't you quote laws at me, sir. I am the HOA president, and I know our rules inside out. This isn't some trailer park. We have standards here in Eagle Ridge. Take it down by tomorrow or the fines start piling up. And don't think about ignoring it. We can lien your house." She storms off, flipping her hair, and I just sit there shaking my head. Sarah comes out, hears the story, and she's pissed. "That busybody witch. Who does she think she is? We're flying that flag, Mike. End of story." The next day, sure enough, a certified letter shows up. Official violation, $100 fine, 7 days to comply or it doubles. I snap a pic and post it in the neighborhood Facebook group. Boom, it blows up. Folks are outraged. "That's un-American. Support our flag." A couple neighbors even put up their own flags in solidarity. But Karen? She doubles down at the next board meeting, which I crash. She's up there ranting about maintaining property values and how my flagpole is an eyesore. The other board members, mostly her yes men, nod along like bobbleheads. I stand up. "Y'all realize there's federal law protecting this, right? And Texas state law too. You can't ban the American flag." She smirks. "Our rules predate some of that, and anyway, it's the pole, not the flag. Apply for approval like everyone else." Bullcrap. I knew she was full of it. That night, I hit the books, Google, and print out the Freedom to Display the American Flag Act of 2005. It straight up says no HOA can stop you from flying the flag in a respectful manner on your own property. Texas has even stronger protections for vets and flag displays. But Karen ain't backing down. Fines keep coming, $200, $400 a day. We're at a couple grand quick, and she's threatening legal action. Sarah's stressing hard. "Mike, what if they foreclose or something? We can't afford this." I'm fuming. "No way, babe. This is America. Ain't no HOA Karen gonna bully us out of flying our flag." Word spreads beyond the neighborhood. A local news station picks it up after someone tips them off. Local HOA targets homeowners' American flag. Comments online are savage. People calling Karen unpatriotic, power tripping, the works. Then, things get interesting. I get a call from an old-timer named Colonel Ray Wilkins. He's a retired Marine, Vietnam vet, lives a few streets over but keeps to himself mostly. "Son, I heard about your trouble with that Hargrove woman. Mind if I swing by?" "Hell yeah." He shows up the next afternoon in his pickup, wearing a faded USMC cap, looking every bit the badass he is. We chat on the porch. Turns out he lost buddies over there. Flew the flag every day since he got back as a reminder. But quietly, he mounted his on the house to avoid drama. "That woman harassed me years ago about my garden gnomes." He laughs. "But a flag? That's crossing the line." He's got fire in his eyes. "You mind if I help out?" "Brother, be my guest." Little did I know Colonel Ray had connections. Big ones. Colonel Ray doesn't waste time. The very next day, he rallies some of his old veteran buddies from the local VFW post. These guys are legends, Korean War, Vietnam, Gulf War vets, all with stories that'd make your hair stand on end. They show up at my place one evening, a dozen of them, in a convoy of trucks flying flags from their antennas. We grill burgers, crack open some brews, and plot like it's a mission briefing. Operation Old Glory, Ray calls it, grinning ear to ear. Meanwhile, Karen's on a tear. She's sending daily emails now, CCing the whole board. Mr. Thompson's defiance is setting a dangerous precedent. If we let one eyesore slide, soon it'll be pink flamingos and rusted cars everywhere. She's even driving by my house slow, glaring from her golf cart, taking photos like she's some kind of spy. The fines hit $5,000. Sarah's freaking out, but I'm holding strong. "Babe, this is the hill, you know? Freedom ain't free." But neither is backing down from a tyrant in yoga pants. Then Colonel Ray drops the bomb. "Mike, there's a town hall meeting next week about community issues. Mayor's gonna be there. I know him from way back, he served too. Let's make a splash." Splash? More like a tsunami. Ray organizes it perfectly. Word gets out through the vet network and social media. By the day of the meeting, the community center's packed. Standing room only. Neighbors, news crews, even folks from nearby towns show up in support. Karen's there early, sitting front row with her bored cronies, looking smug as hell. The agenda's boring stuff at first: road repairs, pool hours, then public comment time. I go first, lay out the whole story. The flagpole, the fines, the threats. Show the letters, quote the laws. Crowds murmuring, getting riled. Karen jumps up. "This is misrepresentation. It's not about the flag. It's about unapproved structures. We have rules for a reason." Boos start raining down. "Sit down, Karen," someone yells. She's turning redder than a 4th of July firework. Then Colonel Ray stands. The room quiets instantly. You could hear a pin drop. This man's got presence like a general addressing troops. He walks to the mic slow, cap in hand. "Folks, name's Ray Wilkins. Served 2 tours in Nam. Lost good men so we could all enjoy freedoms like flying our flag without some pencil pusher telling us no." He points right at Karen. "Ma'am, you want to talk rules? Fine. But federal law trumps your little booklet. And harassing a family over patriotism? That's low even for a busybody." The place erupts. Applause. Cheers. "Hell yeah." Karen's sinking in her seat. But Ray ain't done. "And Mr. Mayor, if you please." The mayor, a sharp guy in his 50s with his own service record, nods. Turns out Ray called in a favor. Mayor stands. "I've reviewed this matter personally. The Freedom to Display the American Flag Act is clear. No restrictions on respectful displays. Texas law backs it up. This HOA's actions? Unwarranted." Gasps. Karen's jaw drops. Mayor continues. "Furthermore, I've spoken with the city attorney. Any attempt to lien or foreclose over this would be frivolous, and we'd intervene. Mrs. Hargrove, I suggest you drop these fines immediately and apologize." The crowd goes wild. Standing ovation. Chants of USA. USA. Veterans are hugging, neighbors high-fiving. News cameras eating it up. Karen stammers. But the board voted." Mayor cuts her off. "Vote again, or face consequences." That night, back home, my phone blows up. Fines reversed. Official letter of apology from the HOA, though it's cold and lawyer-written. Karen resigns as president a week later, citing personal reasons. Rumor is her hubby made her after the backlash tanked their social standing. Colonel Ray becomes a neighborhood hero. We throw a massive block party. Flags everywhere, grills smoking, kids running wild. Ray raises a toast. To freedom, folks, and to never letting some HOA Karen dim old glories shine. Me? I add lights to the flagpole so it glows at night. Sarah laughs. Think that'll trigger her? Hell yeah, I grin. And that's the point. These days, Eagle Ridge flies more flags than ever. Moral of the story? Stand your ground, rally your crew, and sometimes a real American hero shows up to remind everyone what this country's about. God bless the USA, and screw overreaching HOAs.